Good morning from the UK. My name's Peter Jones. I wanted to explain an approach that I want to take for a makerspace which is in the middle of London. So I'm just going to highlight a couple of these quests which you've got inside the quest. There's a number of tasks inside each quest. So the ones that I'm going to highlight are things like research, value proposition, and that's probably it for the time being. And one of the things that we know we need to do, really for any value proposition, but I'm talking about doing research in marketplaces to start off with, is what are the problems in real life? What are the problems that marketplace is facing? Why is anybody taking action and doing anything? So if we scroll down a little bit, we look at the value proposition and we say, what are we trying to do? What's the vision? What's the mission? What's our purpose? These are things not just for ourselves to help get us out of bed in the morning, but they're also for other people who are going to say, what are you doing? And why are you doing it? What are you going to bring to the marketplace? And once we've done that, it's about looking at the opportunity costs of the current situation and looking at the benefits that are being proposed, such that we can see the value of the work that's going to take place. I'm just going to click on this to expand a little bit. And you can see that there's different elements to the particular quest. But in this case, I'm saying, why is your audience going to change from where they are? There's effort required in change. Status quo is easy. You just carry on doing what you're doing. If you're asking people to change, they've got to physically change working practice, operational practice. So why are they going to do that? So that's a value proposition. I'm also going to highlight things like projects. So we know on a project, this is the later stage of the startup owner's guide, basically, or startup owner's handbook. We know that if we get further downstream with the project, we're going to need to recruit developers. You really want to tell people what's going on. Keep your audiences advised about what progress you're making, because at some point you're going to want to recruit and activate beta testers. If you're talking about the progress that you're making over here, probably you're going to get inquiries, and those people inquiring are interesting because you may be able to take them on board and beta test an app if you're producing an app, for example. Also part of what you're doing, you want to start building feedback loops during the project to say, listen, people in the audience, we value you, and we're interested in your views, and we want to hear what you want to suggest to us that can be next steps for us as to what we do next. So I just want to say that there's a series of steps that we can follow in startup terms, from research through value proposition, building wireframes and prototypes. Really important to engage audiences. You build these wireframes and prototypes, you want to know what people think. So that, and ideally put a test model together to see what kind of possible traction are you going to get. At that point, you're in a really good position to do a cost-benefit analysis, feasibility study. Do you want to do this? Do you not want to do this? If you say yes, you can move across to the projects and start the project. You will then want at some point to do some marketing and launch the product, and you will then get into operations. That's enough for now. That's a suggestion. Love to get some feedback. Thanks.